It's official, Minecraft World is coming to Chessington World of Adventures in 2027. In this video, I'm going to share all of the details that we know about this exciting new land, including some brand new concept art for the area and the signature ride, which is a major new roller coaster. Now, before we get all into this, let's just have a bit of a recap about how we got to this stage. It was November 2024 when Chessington first applied for planning permission for this area of the park, previously known as Wild Asia. Quite a large family area, and they completely demolished all of it. Quite sad to see it go because it was an iconic part of Chessington, but still it's gone to make way for this brand new Minecraft area. And it's been a couple of years almost now since Merlin announced a partnership with Mojang Studios about working with Minecraft, and they said that it's going to be coming to a UK theme park and also somewhere in America as well. We haven't got the details yet about where that's going or if it's still going ahead or anything like that. I'm sure it will do, but we don't know much about that yet. But what we do know is all the official details about Chessington. It was the worst kept secret ever, really. We all knew it was going to be Chessington based on the planning application, but still, as of a couple of days ago, it's now official that it is coming to the park. Myself and many others have all been kind of referencing it already as the Minecraft land, because you can easily put two and two together from the detailed plans and also the area of the park that was fully demolished to make way for this, Wild Asia. So yeah, this is a huge investment into the park, and one that I'm really interested to see how it's going to turn out, especially the major new roller coaster. Now, if you're not familiar with Minecraft, so a bit of a recap about what Minecraft is, because it's a huge deal. This is for Chessington, could certainly bring in a lot of people. It's the best-selling video game of all time. It's sold 350 million copies. So yeah, this isn't just some small thing. This is a big deal. It's a big IP, a big brand that they're working with, and Mojang Studios, and yeah, it certainly is something to really think about with the amount of people that this could bring into Chessington. So I'm sure that Merlin have spent a lot of money on the IP here, working with them to bring Minecraft to Chessington. Worth pointing out as well, this is the first ever Minecraft themed area in a theme park, which is very exciting for people that love Minecraft. Myself, I've never really been into it that much, but I know that it's a big deal, and also I'm very excited for the signature roller coaster in this area, as we'll come on to with some more details in a moment. We've already kind of done like a full analysis of the plans and everything when that first came out, but now we know that it's official. We've also got some more concept art, which looks really interesting, so we can kind of have a look at that and talk a bit more in detail about the overall finish that we might be seeing here. Now, Minecraft, of course, is a video game where players explore block-shaped worlds, build structures, and go on different adventures through these environments known as biomes, and its creatures called mobs. And they've already promised that they're going to be bringing all of this to life in this land. Straight away, what I'm imagining here, I'm thinking this is going to be Chessington and Merlin's version of Super Nintendo World at the Universal Parks. I know it's a very different IP, but also that's kind of what I'm imagining this land to feel like. Big theming, lots of movement, lots of different interactives and things that you can do in the area. I think that's exactly what this is going to kind of be modelled off, but with the Minecraft IP. So it could certainly be one of the most interactive and immersive lands that we have seen Merlin built. And like I say, I know Minecraft isn't everyone's cup of tea. Same for me. It's not really my sort of thing at all, but I do get excited thinking that we could have this really big immersive themed area. And I'm not really too fussed what it's themed on, as long as the coaster's good in that area as well. And it certainly sounds like it's going to be, especially with how much money Merlin are going to be spending on this project. You've also got to think maybe Merlin are feeling the pressure now from Universal Studios that are building a brand new theme park here in the UK. We've got a construction series here on Theme Park Worldwide that just kicked off a couple of weeks ago. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out that. We've got another update on the way soon, and updates all the way through the next 5 years with the build of this brand new Universal theme park and resort in the UK. Maybe this is also a way of Chessington and Merlin thinking, we're willing to step things up here. We've got a big IP on board that's certainly a very popular game. That's going to be our way of combating and fighting against Universal, you know, to get more of the crowd coming back to Chessington again. So that's what I'm kind of thinking with this as well. So yeah, it's certainly exciting. We could be seeing a bit of a theme park battle between Merlin and Universal and other parks. It could be really good times coming up for the UK with this kind of everyone investing, everyone wanting to, you know, get people into their parks. And that's, I think, what we're seeing here with Minecraft World. And that is the official name now for the area. Obviously, before we were just calling it the Minecraft Land or Chessington's Minecraft area. It is officially known as Minecraft World, as you can see in the concept art. And yeah, that's what was released in the press release a couple of days ago with this. Now, Merlin Entertainments have described it as one of their most ambitious theme park developments in recent years. I find that quite fascinating. Firstly, how they've said one of the most ambitious theme park developments, you know, that already is a big statement to make. Is that just kind of marketing spiel to make it sound really good, or is that a genuine statement? But then they also said in recent years. I thought that was quite interesting. Instead of saying our most ambitious theme park development of all time, they said recent years. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just looking too much into it. I always see how they're playing the words and stuff on these sort of announcements. But yeah, that does sound quite an interesting thing. £50 million project this is. We've never seen that much money spent by Merlin on one area before. I was under the impression originally that the 50 million was for both areas, because obviously they're building another one somewhere else in the States, or at least that's what they said initially with this. So is it 25 million for each, or is it 50 million just for Chessington's? Because from all the reports and everything, it sounds like it could be just for Chessington's, which if that's the case, that is a huge amount of money to invest in one park on, you know, one area. And we don't really see Merlin spending that sort of money. So yeah, it could be 50 million, or that could be split across the two. Not 100% sure. I've tried looking at all sorts of different articles and things to see. But nonetheless, it's a huge amount of money that they are invested in. There's, even if it's 25 million, you know, it's a lot. Like Hyperion was what, 18 million at Thorpe Park? Yeah, this is a big project. A lot of money will not just be going on the infrastructure of the area, but also the coaster hardware and the IP. They'll be paying Mojang Studios quite a huge amount, I'd imagine, to license this, probably for 10 years. Normally with IPs like this, they'll either license them for 5 years, 10 years, then they'll get extended possibly after as well. But yeah, a lot of the time, Merlin like a 10-year deal. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's what this is, with the chance of renewing it in the future. That's normally how IPs work. But yeah, 50 million, huge amount. I'd love to know how much of that's on the area and how much has gone on actually buying the IP for this one, the rights for it. But still, what we're looking at is the world's first Minecraft land. Never anything been done like this before in a theme park. It's not going to be a separate gate. It's not a separate theme park. Already I've seen quite a lot of news articles saying, oh, you know, it's a Minecraft theme park. It's not a full theme park. It's a themed area within Chessington. This isn't going to be like the Peppa Pig theme park that Merlin have at Legoland, Florida, and a couple of other places. That is a separate gate. This is going to be part of the main theme park itself. It's going to have a world's first roller coaster. Now, this is also something that interests me. They've said world first coaster. Is it just going to be the world's first Minecraft coaster? Or does it mean there's going to be a special element on there as well? Because it just seems quite interesting. They're saying the world's first Minecraft land, but also world's first roller coaster. So I don't know. Could that be the fact that we're going to be seeing another element on there? Something what is a little bit different, what hasn't been done before? That's quite interesting. There's also what looks like 2 other rides in the area based on the plans. Cobra, which is a Zamperla disco with a camelback in the middle. That's been part of the park since Wild Asia opened some time ago. That's being fully deconstructed and is going to be rethemed and rebuilt as part of this area and slightly pushed back than where it was previously. Same sort of location, but pushed a little bit further back. And there's also going to be a second entrance into the land underneath the camelback from round by Tiger Rock and the Flume area in Chessington. So you'll be able to come into the area that way as well. So there'll be 2 ways in and out. And then along with that, there's going to be another new ride, an indoor ride by the looks of the plans as well. They haven't really shared any concept art or details for that. But yeah, there is supposed to be, according to them plans, another ride, unless things have changed. You know, that was November 2024. Obviously, we know Merlin have been making lots of changes and cutbacks and all sorts going on. So there is a chance possibly this area could have seen some cutbacks as well compared to what they had planned originally. But still, based on the plans, there is another building with another ride in as well. So it would mean a total of 1 roller coaster and 2 flat rides in this area. They've also been quite prominent at saying there's going to be themed retail and dining. You can also see that in a lot of the concept art as well. So in terms of where the project's at now, all the Wild Asia was demolished throughout last year. And then, yeah, groundwork's been really progressing a lot over winter. You can see a couple of screen grabs here from the official release that Chessington did a couple of days ago. And you can see some of the foundations here for the coaster, which is mostly going to be indoors. And it's going to have a small outdoor section. But also the rest of the land, you can start to see already where the entrance portal is going to be, that big Minecraft sign, the start of the boundaries for the different buildings and areas. It's been progressing a lot this winter when the park's been closed. So they've really been moving forward quite a lot on this new project. Now let's talk a bit about the coaster itself, because you've already seen in the video, there's some brand new concept art here. What we're looking at is the coaster itself, and it looks quite fascinating, doesn't it, to see there. We're fully aware that this is going to be a multi-dimension coaster. Based on the planning documents, it's heavily suggested that this will be an Intamin roller coaster. Intamin are one of the best manufacturers anywhere in the world. They are my favourite manufacturer. They build some incredible rides, and we've not got one of the Intamin multi-dimension coasters in the UK of this style. Technically, 13 at Alton Towers is a multi-dimension coaster, but not of this style. That's because of the drop track. With this, we're talking rotating trains. As the coaster is going round, it can launch forwards, backwards, spikes. The train can rotate. If you've seen Uncharted or experienced it at Portaventura World in Spain, that's the sort of ride system that we're looking at here. So as much as there's still no 100% official guarantee that it's going to be Intamin, it does seem very, very likely, and it was mentioned in the planning documents that suggested Intamin for this project as well. So yeah, Intamin multi-dimension, nothing quite like this in the UK that can, you know, go backwards, forwards, spin into scenes, a very complex ride system. And I imagine quite a bit of that money is going on the ride system itself, because it doesn't come cheap to build something like this from Intamin. The layout looks like it's going to have a good length to it as well. It's going in a show building, so that comes at extra cost too. So yeah, I'm really excited. The IP doesn't really bother me at all. Like I say, I'm not a Minecraft person, but the coaster does get me excited a lot, and seeing that we're going to have a multi-dimension coaster. Based on what we can see here, it looks like it's going to kind of go up into some sort of maybe a fire effect up there, which is great. The actual train itself could be like made of blocks by the looks of it. So that's interesting. If we're going off that as well, it looks like we're going to be having 12 riders per train on this too, 3 rows of 4. And yeah, we can start to see what looks like a little show scene, lots going on. We can see the queue line for this as well, which looks like it's going to have some quite high, tall scenery inside there as well. Yeah, there's lots to see here, isn't there? I think this concept art could be the exterior of the show building, which if so, it's got a lot of stuff on there, hasn't it? I think it's going to have a lot of movement, lots of things to look at and interactives. Maybe we'll see them do kind of interactive games in this area. Again, going back to Super Nintendo World. Yeah, that's possibly something what we could see as part of Minecraft World at Chessington as well. So yeah, the coaster itself I think looks great, and it's got, like I say, an outdoor section, so it'll come out over the pathway around a theme structure and then head back inside. Could that theme structure be one of the biomes that we're seeing there, kind of raised up? I mean, I've not really played Minecraft, I'm not too familiar with it myself, but like I say, I know that these biomes are like these big kind of structures, so we could see them placed around the area. Maybe it looks a little bit in the concept art, it reminds me of like a cartoon version of Pandora, the world of Avatar at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I really feel like this is going to be one of the best, if not the best, themed areas that Merlin have done. And as much as the IP might not appeal to some people, you know, it's the best selling video game of all time. It's going to certainly bring a lot of interest and a lot of people to Chessington. So yeah, that's where we're at with this new ride and new themed area. Excited to follow it. We'll be following all the construction. Look forward to when track and support start to arrive at Chessington, probably in the next few months, I'd imagine. I mean, based on the groundwork, things are going well. We'll start to see the show building rise, all the theming come together, and yeah, this will open in 2027. This time next year, yeah, it could potentially be open. You never know. I mean, there's a lot of work still to do, so it might be a bit of a later opener, maybe May or something next year, but still, this is looking really good, really exciting. Let me know your thoughts. You know, are you a full-on Minecraft fan and you can't wait for it? Are you a bit like me and you think you can't wait for the coaster and to see the theming and the immersion of the area, but you're not really that into Minecraft? Or maybe it doesn't interest you in the slightest, but still, to see a brand new Intamin multi-dimension coaster come to the UK and at Chessington is very exciting. You got to think it's only a few years ago that Chessington only had 2 major coasters, really, with Vampire Fire and Dragon's Fury. I know they have like Rattlesnake and some smaller bits, but still, 2 major coasters. Now, of course, they've got Mandrill Mayhem, and then they've got this coming as well. So they'll have like 4 major coasters. So they've really been investing a lot of money in Chessington, and I do think that that is because of the Universal project. I think Merlin are getting a little bit worried now. Hopefully they're going to send some of that money up to Alton Towers, because it definitely needs it. But still, lots of investment coming into Chessington and Legoland, the 2 kind of signature parks, I think, for Merlin now, putting the money in, pumping things in, ready for in 5 years' time when there's some huge competition for Merlin here in the UK. But there we go. Thanks for joining me for another news update here on the channel. It's Minecraft World. It's coming next year, and we've got lots of updates on the way here on Theme Park Worldwide. That leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next video.